What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. This time we only got 1 week of footage, but should be enough. Started off on this Monday lift with some different snatch. I realized I don't actually have to go down past my knees if I want to do a hang snatch. I can just go down a couple inches and then pull up into the concentric part of it. I would say snatch is probably one of my worst lifts, just because like I totally muscle through it and just like shoulder press it at the end, whereas I really should be just like getting under the bar. I'm letting it fall into my my catch pretty much, but it's okay. I mean, my shoulders have been feeling pretty good. I don't have too much pain. In my general days, I am doing some heavy shoulder work, some hypertrophy work, just to make sure that I'm all set for the beach season. I'll be playing once a week with my boy Spencer, playing some beach volleyball, so it should be fun, and sort of preparing for that, and that's also sort of preparing for next year. Hopefully I can try out for the indoor club volleyball team again, try and make that. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Looks like we had some different squatting variations. So started off with some half squats, moved on to some fast quarter squats, and yeah, I mean it was pretty hard for me. Most of these squatting movements, as I've mentioned, I've been trying to just keep my back straight, stay more upright. That's the main thing. This was just a little clip from my Wednesday sprinting. Obviously my sprinting form isn't good. Still have no clue how to accelerate at the beginning, but I mean that one was obviously just a run through. Then we had some hang cleans. Been getting better at these. Still having difficulty with that like between reps and just rearranging my grip. So I'm gonna try and figure that out, but everything's just getting smoother. Like, see, I mean, for instance, I had to lower the bar down to the ground and then sort of deadlift it back up. But yeah, I mean, my cleans are getting better. My catches are obviously better. Trying to really load my quads, but I don't want to go into like too much of a sissy squat. It's a big issue I had starting out with cleans. This is the sprinting from the Friday lift. Yeah, I wasn't going very fast to start because I wanted to work on form, but there's also a drawback there because if you don't have high intent, like it's the same thing with jumping. If you don't have high intent, your form is also just going to be trash. So I mean, I'm just trying to get the neural part of it down, just like understand the motor patterns and whatnot. But I mean, I've been running for a while and sprinting for a while, so it's not like I know how to, or not like I need to learn how to upright sprint. It's just really that acceleration portion of it at the beginning. Had some I believe those were hang cleans with counter movements. Counter movement just being like dropping into it, and that's sort of been a theme for my my faster lifts recently, is including a counter movement or a drop. Just really hammering the eccentric, obviously not slowly, like really fast and intense. And I'm surprised I haven't gotten like any knee pain because of this type of stuff, like this here, these drop squats. Like, yeah, okay, I'm not loading that much, but like it's really intense, because you're doing it as fast as possible. You're putting that most of it into your knees, some of it hips, but again, I've been trying to stay upright, so hopefully most of it's loading my knees and my quads and whatnot. And then we got the jump session here. This was good. I've been one thing I think I want to play around with in the future for jump sessions, um, is like being a little more boundy on the first couple of steps, and then obviously you need to, roll through your heel to toe on the penultimate step. But I want to be a little more boundy, pick up a little more speed, and lower better. So I'm gonna try and do that because here I'm sort of just walking into every single approach, um, which isn't like terrible, but it's not. It might not be the most efficient. Like when I've been watching other people jump, it seems like the best way of doing it is to like leave the ground a little bit on each stride. Obviously, you're not going to be, actually bounding, but like more than what I'm doing. Because I'm basically walking, and then pushing off. Like, it's not. I don't think it's very good. That's why every time someone's like critiquing my form, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're just taking 2 steps." I'm like, I guess I am. Um, so just working on building up speed, trying to get as low as I can. This jump session was really fun. I jumped for way too long. Uh, as you can see, I moved over to my lefty approach, and I wanted to I just wanted to have some fun. So I brought out the mini ball again, trying to just get in some dunks, and it was fun. It really was. Especially when I brought the basketball into it. Um, Even here, I was just testing out my 1 foot, and I was pretty surprised I could touch the rim. Granted, it's not regulation, but it's pretty interesting. I'm terrible at 1 foot. I don't know. I don't really know why I was doing it, but it was just really fun to just like see if I could actually do it. Here I brought in some basketball attempts. Oh my god, sorry to cuss, guys. I cut my finger open. I had to bandage it up a couple of times, and oh my god, the blood just like kept seeping through. It was pretty gross. I didn't want to like get blood on the court of the ball. So that's why I moved over to using my left hand for a lot of these attempts. And I mean that one I used my right, but whatever. And I got really close to a bunch of these dunks. Some of these jumps were pretty high. I kind of wish I could record flight times, but like most of my jumps aren't. Well, first off, I just learned that I can record in 240 FPS if I just click slow-mo on the camera. Like I didn't even realize I could do that. So I'm gonna start recording in slow-mo or whatever, or 240 FPS, so I can actually record my flight times. Flight time is just how long you're in the air, pretty much, and that's directly correlated to how high you can jump. And that's it for today. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day, a fantastic week, and I should be seeing you guys next week. Peace.